Seventh staging of the Racers Grand Prix will be on June 7th at the National Stadium, and it's expected to be the best one yet. Now, one of the main attractions, well, Christopher Cubby Taylor will be making a triumphant return to the track on June 7th, Racers Grand Prix at the National Stadium, so you don't want to miss it. Yes, and welcome back to another Track and Things exclusive with Christopher Cubby Taylor. Welcome, my G.
I'm here.
Funny thing is, and I was saying to you off camera that, you know, when you were going through your situation, I think I was the only media person that you gave an interview to, right?
Yeah.
Right in the beginning of what was happening.
Yes.
I know your banner's been up since May 15. This is your first interview since, is it?
Yes.
Yes. Firstly, how have you been? Like, how are you mentally? How are you physically? What's been happening with you?
Well, mentally, I'm getting back there for sure. There's a 1 and 2 things to get, you know, on a good level, and I'll be good. But physically, I'm good for sure.
Yeah.
I'm good. So I'm just putting in the work and let the hard work pay off.
Yeah. No. So, we've had conversations on my platforms a couple of times during your ban from the sport. I remember one of the last conversations that I've asked, or the last questions that I've asked you was, will you be returning to the track? And I think that was for my Champs episode, which was in March. And you said that you were thinking about it. So what was that decision? Like, what was that moment that you've decided that, hey, I think I want to come back?
I mean, being in Jamaica while the Boys and Girls Champs was happening, and, you know, all the noise around maybe have motivated me to actually want to come back and give the sport another try. And I started putting in the work more and saying not just staying fit, but actually training. And I've seen progress over the past few months. So I'm like, okay, let's give it a shot.
All right. So how have you from 2023, was it 2023? 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
How have you been holding up? Like, what have you been doing, you know, during your time away in terms of to be mentally prepared for this moment, in terms of physical preparations? Yes, you said that, you know, you've been, you know, keeping yourself active, but in that, you know, time span, what has Christopher Taylor been up to?
I mean, for the first year, I was just chilling and just going through life, take it step by step. After, I was bored at home, not doing much, so I started working to keep my mind occupied for the last 1.5 years, and that's pretty much what I've been doing. Then I started training while working, and that's it. I
won't obviously go into the intricacies or the semantics of the ban, because we've spoken about that numerous of times, and I think we've gotten a gist of what happened and, you know, how you felt during that moment. But during your time away, were you still training consistently?
I was staying fit.
Yeah.
I have times when I would just take time off, you know, and just chill. And then you have times when I just train consistent and know, hey, I want to stay fit. I want to be fit enough. So if I choose to go back to the sport, you know, I have a good level of fitness to compete and stuff.
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, obviously.
Yeah.
How much have you missed competing?
I would say 10.
10?
Definitely.
I can't imagine.
I would say 10 because in the year that I got banned, I think that would have been my prime year in the sport, you know, based off the training that I was doing the previous year and what I have achieved the year when I got banned, the times that I was getting in training and stuff like that. Yeah, I definitely miss competing. 10.
So do you still keep up with like the track meets? You know, since you were banned, there was a World Championship, there was an Olympic, you know, Diamond League, Grand Slam. There's so many things that have happened, even Racers Grand Prix. So have you been keeping up with the competition in at all?
I mean, I would take a 1 and 2 look here and there, but nothing major. I have friends that are still competing who, you know, they will forever have my support and stuff like that. So yeah, I was keeping track on them, but not like to sit down and say I'm going to watch a full meet and stuff like that, no.
Are you back in Jamaica permanently now? As it relates to like just training.
I haven't made that decision fully as yet. So right now I'm just training and see where it goes. Yeah.
Racers Grand Prix, 7th staging. Obviously, Racers is a big thing. You understand? Some of the best in the game will be competing. What does it mean for Christopher Taylor to make your return at Racers, but better yet, in Jamaica? How important was that for you?
I mean, that was a big decision. Personally, I wouldn't feel comfortable going overseas to do my first big international meet, you know?
Yeah.
I would like to do it in front of the home crowd because I would definitely get the support that I need to get mental toughness, you know, get the push that I needed, that I used to have. And I know competing in front of a home crowd in Jamaica would do that for me. So, yeah.
As it relates to, like, you know, where you're at in training right now, based on obviously muscle memory sometimes will kick in. How would you rate yourself percentage-wise out of 100% as it relates to your form? Not about your fitness first, but just your form. Like, did you remember how to sprint, how to run?
I think sprinting come natural for me, so I didn't have a problem sprinting. But the percentage, I would say training percentage, I'm at least at a 75, 80 for sure.
80.
Because I'm getting a good time in training.
Yes.
But it's just the competition part I'm worried about. I don't know how good I will compete. So I just have to line up and go out there and rip and see how well I do.
As you've said that, my mind automatically goes to, you've not competed since 2022.
Yeah.
It's now 2025. I think the last time you've competed, just based on my memory, was, I think, August 30, 2022. I think that's the final date. So that's almost 3 years.
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
I am nervous.
Yeah.
I'm super, super, super nervous. I don't know what to expect. I'm going there with an open mind and see what will happen. But I'm very nervous, I should say.
Are you anxious even?
I am anxious also.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
I am excited. And I think that's what driving me to want to go out there and just compete, you know?
Yeah. As it relates to where you at in training, because yes, you spoke about, you know, you're like 75% in training, but as it relates to your fitness, like a physical fitness, if you had to rate that, where would you put that on a scale of perhaps 1 to 10?
I would say my fitness is at 8.
8, okay, vibes.
To sprint for sure.
Yes. Okay. You've been into 200 meters. A lot of people, well, we saw the article, we saw the announcement by obviously Glenn Mills, and a lot of people were excited because a lot of us obviously know that you can do damage in the 1, the 2, the 4. After all, you are the national junior record holder in the 400 meters.
Yeah.
But a lot of us were kind of just concerned because of your asthma, you know, and the length of the 400 meters. So nothing with it that say, drop to the 2 bills, drop to the bills. Will this now be your focus? Will it be dropping to the 100 and the 200 meters now going forward?
I would definitely say I would be doing more 200s.
Yes.
1 and 2 100 more than back then. But I still want to run an amazing 400.
Yeah.
I want to sprint, but I want to do an amazing 400. I still have one goal, which I had from before many years ago. And I think I still can achieve that.
Yes.
But let's see.
What is the goal?
What is my goal?
Yeah.
I want to have all 3 records for the nation.
I love it.
Yeah. As in the 400.
The junior.
The youth, the junior.
And the senior.
And the senior.
Okay.
Yeah, so that has always been my goal. But I know if I sprint, it will come easier for sure.
Do you think that you can, if you're going to drop down to the 100s and the 200s more, and obviously you said your goal is to have all 3 records in the 400 meters because that's your love, and that's a goal of yours. Do you think that, you know, dropping to the bills and the 2 bills and, you know, perhaps getting 1 or 2 4 bills a night, you feel like you can manage all of that in a one season?
Definitely. So I'm a speed runner, so
Yes.
the more speed I have, the easier 400 gets for me.
Yes.
I can recall 2018 when I did run the junior record. I was not doing 400 program. I was doing full-on sprint program, 200s all season. And I got to national trials 2 weeks out. I'm coach, I want to do 400 at Charles. He said, okay. We did a week of 400 work, and I came in a 44.8 national junior record. So
44.88 in 2018. Your personal best in the 200 meters, obviously done years ago.
yeah,
Whilst you were in high school, in 2018, your PB is 20.35.
yes,
Should we expect that to go lower this year?
definitely. With how I'm training and stuff like that, I am expecting to go for a new PB before the season has come to an end for sure, and that's the aim.
I don't want to put you on your pressure, but if anybody know me, knows that maybe I still ask the questions. You can answer if you wish to, but do you have a time in mind for the 100 and the 200 this season?
No, I don't have a time.
Okay.
I don't have a time. I'm
Just a PB
yeah,
in both events.
in both events.
Yeah. And your PB in the 100 is 10.11.
Yes.
That you also did in 2018.
Yeah. Whatever event I choose to do this upcoming season, 1, 2, or the 4, I'm going for a PB. I'm going to PB for sure.
So obviously the goal, because this is a world championship here,
Yes.
the goal is to make a team or the team in one of these events. Would you like to share with me which one of the events you'll be trying out at trials?
I'm not sure what event because
Yes.
as I haven't opened my season as yet. So, when trials is closer, then I will decide on which one in a better shape to compete in. You know, so I'm just training and then I'm going to start competing and then I'll move on from there. That's the aim. I need to go back to Tokyo. Reason why Tokyo was officially my first professional team
Yes.
as a pro athlete. I went to Tokyo, did not qualify. I qualified by rank to Tokyo, and the aim going to Tokyo was to make the final. And that's special to me.
Yeah.
I made the Olympic final, the youngest Jamaican to make Olympic final in the 400 in 17 years when I did.
Yes.
And so that's the aim to make the World Championship. I want to go back to Tokyo for sure.
And for those who are not like avid track and field fans, the World Championships, as you've just said, is in Tokyo. So obviously, right, that's a special place for him. So I understand the connection. And I know for a fact that you'll be doing everything to be on that team. Racers Grand Prix, June 7th. It's a short way. It's literally right around the corner. As you get closer to the date, what will you be doing just to ease your mind and to ease the anxiety and to ease the pressure mentally?
I do not know.
Yeah?
I do not know. I try not to think about it too much because, the guys that I'm going up against are, in shape, running fast.
Yes.
I haven't competed in 3 years. I'm like, how am I going to do compared to them? I'm not really sharp. How am I going to manage the pressure? All of those stuff I'm concerned about. But I know how mentally strong I am and how tough I am. So I will go out there and I will run.
Yeah.
I'll run for sure.
One thing about it, I don't think that we forget that you are a leave it all on the track type of athlete. Like even if you're at 10%, we know you're going to give 100% at the 10%.
Yes.
Right? So, we do have all faith in you that it's going to be you giving your all. And this is just the, birth of a new era.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? Are you have you seen all the reception from the people when the announcement was made last month that you will be returning at Racers and how excited they were?
No.
No?
I'm not on the media like that because I'm just trying to stay low-key.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay out the spotlight. I'm trying not to have a high expectation going back into the sport. I'm just trying to stay low key, and I come and I do my thing and I build from there. You know, I basically want to start like fresh.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the aim.
I can tell you, people were very excited. I have never seen in recent times people being that the unanimous agreement was all positive, or the unanimous comments were all positive. People were just like, we're excited to see him back. We're happy that he's coming back. We're excited to see him on home soil. We're excited to see what he's going to do. So, you know, if that even means anything to you, people are definitely excited and they're cheering for your return in the sport.
Nice.
Yeah. What can fans expect from you at Racers June 7th? Because they might come out of the stadium, you know, because the people that want to see Cubby, the people that want to see the, you know, the Christopher Taylor that they're used to on the track. So what can they expect June 7th from you?
You guys can expect to see my best effort being put in that 200 meter. I wouldn't say I'm going back old school because you see I've trimmed and stuff.
Right.
I'm going out there to do my best. I'm getting good runs in training now, so I'll be a good competitive.
Yeah.
I'll be a good competitor today.
Because when I saw him, people, by the way, I've interviewed you maybe in the past couple of years, like maybe 4 times.
Yeah.
The last time I saw you was for the Champs episode, which was just in May. Him never did trim. So when I see him today, I'm just like, for me see a man trim him here, to go back to, yeah, Sabi, it's a different type of beast that's going to happen. And I'm just so excited for it. Can we expect more meets after Racers? If you do know what's on your schedule, what's next after June 7th for you? If you want to share that.
I don't know my schedules yet. I need to compete. And then I'll move from there.
Yes.
But I want to see where my body is at.
Yeah.
And then I get meets in so I could at least have a level of race sharpness going into trials.
Yeah.
Because when I go to trials, the aim is to make the team. And I don't want to be rusty at trials.
Yeah.
And that's a cause for me not making the team. Run a good 8s, run a fast semi-final, but could not recover for the final to make the team. So, you know, I need to get more racing to be prepared for that.
I'm going to just ask you one final question. Can you give me 3 words to describe what this return means to Christopher Taylor?
3 words that means to me. I would say it's personal. You know. Motivation for sure, and never give up.
Never give up. That's it. You know that I am a fan of the things you've done. I am always grateful for your contributions to the country. I'm always grateful for your tenacity, your determination, your grit. I am always somebody that's cheering for you to return to the sport, even when you were, you know, second guessing if you should. I think the last time you said something along the lines of, I don't know if the sport deserves me, or something to that effect.
Yeah.
And I just want to remind you that you are made to be here. And, you know, God gave you that talent for a reason. And, you know, setbacks are made for greater comebacks. You understand?
That's true.
So whatever happens June 7th, I know that you're going to go there again to give your all. And, you know, that we should just expect a lot of great things from you. So I'm just wishing you all the best this season. And hopefully the next time I talk to you will be at the trials after you made the team. And then we can say, well, we talk about this too, because realize it's a pattern, you understand? Yep, right? So, you know, all the best. And people come out June 7th, the National Stadium Racers Grand Prix. Any final words from Mr. Christopher Cubby Taylor, who's been training, by the way, from morning. From morning him there. And I know he's supposed to tired. But any final words from you?
Nothing much.
Yeah.
Just expect the unexpected and I'll be back for sure.
That is it. June 7th, Racers Grand Prix, Christopher Taylor will be there. You don't want to miss it. The National Stadium. That was another Track and Things exclusive with the man himself. Yes, I'm making a triumphant return. He'll be competing in the 200 meters at Racers Grand Prix. And trust me, I'm pretty much excited for it. That's a very stacked lineup. You don't want to miss it. I'll be there. Track and Things will be there, of course. Until next time, that was a Track and Things exclusive interview with Karim Boya Things, of course. Stay blessed.